Yes, Lever King, there is fascia being trained here, and fascia is extremely important. You could say that people do overly focus on just lifting up and down and don't put enough emphasis on multi-directional training outside of just the sagittal plane. However, that does not mean that this movement up here is only explosive fascia training. There's other things going on in this movement. You have inter and intra muscle coordination, you have rate coding, and then you're also tapping into your type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers. Here, probably closer to the type 2 because of what you're doing. When people do slower fascia training, they're now tapping into their type 1 muscle fibers. This is something that Andrew Mitchell and Michelle Delcourt and I talked about on the Cheeky Midweeky. That episode is coming out soon. Don't worry, it will be pushed to the front of the order so we can talk about this and get it out there even more. But when strength and conditioning coaches hear other practitioners calling this explosive fascia training, they get turned off, and then they don't actually apply this in the training with their athletes, which shame on strength coaches for us not being able to see in between and understand that, hey, there is some good things here, and understand that it's not just fascia training. But to the coaches out there that think this stuff is important, stop mislabeling it as only fascia training, because as I said, and from the research, dive into super training. That book right there will show you and talk to you and dive into all of the inter and intra muscle coordination, rate coding, synchronization to help coaches better understand that, because that's what's also going on here in this video. This movement, things like this, they have their place, right? It is not the meat and potatoes of lifting. Your meat and potatoes are your sprinting, change of direction, conditioning work, jumps. That's your meat and potatoes. Things like this, that's your accessory movement. Those are a side dish, if you will, if we're still using the meat and potatoes analogy. It does not mean that this is not important. All right, a good side can complement a great dish that you're having. Just make sure we understand what it is, and we're not calling our broccoli asparagus just because it's green. This is not only going to isolate your fascia, it is a good movement that you can put into your training if you have a facility that has the requisite space to do all of this.